to admit, like at first I had a crush on you, but then
it's black and white.
What up, guys? Thato with another one, and today I'm finally with one of my boys, Chris.
hey y'all.
Guys, this is Chris. Me and Chris basically were in first year together, and today's gonna be a conversation about how he came out to me and how it was like staying together and staying with someone that is like Chris.
Just say gay. Just say gay. Just say gay. Exactly.
So we basically met in first year in Reyes, and he was my roommate, and
I actually thought I was gonna stay with a white guy, hey? Like when I moved in, you were not there, he was not there, and
but
there
my pictures was there.
There are pictures of guys,
That's my close
guys, and then they're kissing each other. I'm like, yeah, I got a gay roommate. So 5 minutes later, this giant of a guy who's the same age as me apparently walks in and he's like, hi, I'm Thato. And I was like, oh hi, how you doing?
Hi. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, I said that in my heart. Like I couldn't say it out loud because you know, the closet, my glass door closet.
Anyway, so ever since that day, like me and Chris clicked from the get-go. I think there was something about us.
We didn't click from the get-go, stop lying.
We did. After like 2 weeks.
We didn't. He was actually annoyed with me like most of the time. Like we had those roommate rivalry, but
I mean we used to go out together and get every time we went out, like
I would give him bitches.
Chris would be dancing and like pulling the moves, twerking, doing everything, and then bitches obviously pull through.
And then
we enter. I'll be like, hey yo, so I'm straight. What's going on?
Every time we went out and I did something like ratchet, he would be like, dude, are you sure you're straight? I've never seen you with a girl. And when I went out to my clubs, to my gay clubs, I would just tell him, yeah, I'm visiting family, I'm going away for the weekend. But he never saw anything. And then I just didn't feel it was right for me to tell him because he kept pressurizing me. Like he was like, oh no, tell me what's up.
I think the things that in the beginning I thought that he was gay, so I was like, hey, dude, like, are you gay? You can tell me. Then he said, nah. Then he hooked up with that girl.
The girl you forced on me.
Forced on you.
That's a story. That's a funny story, actually. That's a funny story. Like, Thato was so convinced that I was gay, so he just decided, you know what, I'm gonna get you a girl. And then he was like, this is the girl you have to hook up with. He was the one calling the girl to come see me at my place.
But you knew her, it was his friend. I don't know, it's like it's some random.
But it was you who was forcing her on me. Like, I was dating the girl online, and then Thato was the one doing the like negotiations. Come through.
I didn't believe it. Like it was hard to believe. And then eventually I think like I was like, okay, cool, this guy's straight. Maybe he's just, what do you call straight? Like the feminine. Maybe he's just, you know.
They call them metrosexual.
Metrosexual.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call this girl. We're gonna call her. Let's call her Mimi.
If she's watching, she knows it's her.
So I called Mimi pulled through, and then I was like, let's see if you really are straight. Then he hooked up with them. They were hooking up, like it was some serious stuff.
I was
Chris
so
was
straight
like
that
grabbing.
day.
And Chris was like, yo, I'm gonna call her. When we used to chill, Chris had this voice where he just created some like, what's it called, muscular, deep voice. Also,
because you had me in a corner. You were just like, okay, no, I need to know. Like he would ask like randomly. So
I actually feel bad. I feel like I was pressuring, like, you know. I don't know how people feel.
And even when I came out to you, I said the same thing to you. I was gonna tell you when the time was right.
Yeah.
And then apart from that.
And then when you actually did tell me, we were chilling on his bed, like we were watching music videos and just chilling. I was playing music, we were just chilling. Then I was like, dude, I know you're gay. Then you were like, yeah, finally I can tell you. Then I was like, what do you mean? He's like, nah, check my Facebook, shows me pictures of him and guys. I was just there like, oh, like, I was joking. What do you mean? I was joking, are you serious? And he's like, I understand if you want to leave the room and find a new roommate, I understand. I was just there like, whoa. Like,
I was so emotional. I unleashed my drama queen that day. I was like, you know what? If you're gonna leave, go to the rest. Cody and tell them that you wanna leave because you're uncomfortable. But he was actually very understanding. But he was too understanding, and he was so inquisitive. Like he would ask so many questions. Like, how do you guys do it?
I never said. I said, do you give or take? I said, do you give or take?
Oh yeah.
That was the first question.
But the how do you guys do it question also popped. You had so many questions, and it was like. To me, I felt like I was being cornered into. It was like a 3rd-degree interview. I was like, you know what?
I think I asked you like 25 questions that day, like an hour.
It was not even that day only.
Like,
every chance he got was like, yo, dude, I always wanted to ask you. when you leave and say you're going home, are you really going home? I was like, nah, fam.
Gay clubs.
Gay clubs, like, I'm living out here. It was like, you were just going through puberty. Like, you were just you were living this whole gay life through me. You wanted to know everything. Like, I couldn't.
Curious.
Yeah, you were. But apart from it all, you were supportive as well. He had those kind of questions where he was like, I'm not judging or anything, but do you do this?
I remember I used to ask all the time. I used to be like, hey, well, like, what do you like? How do you feel? Like, do you think I'm like a good-looking guy? Like, would you smash? Like, I used to. I want to know. Like, if like the gay homies are like, hey, this guy's, he's got something. Like,
he actually used to do that. Like, you do that all the time, and I have to admit, like at first I had a crush on you, but then
I had no.
Now you know. At first I had a crush on him, and then once I came out to him, like when he came from the showers, when he came from showering, he's like, yo bro, don't look at me. Even when he's putting on lotion, he's like, don't look at me. And I'm like, this dude, like I couldn't even deal with him at that point because he was so comfortable with me, and then he was playfully and being foolish about it. He was like, no, don't look at me. What are you looking at? Ha! I see you catching us out. It was actually the funniest thing ever because you expect a straight guy to be like, I can't deal, no, not with this. But on his side, he was like, I get to get the girls in the club.
And it was fun because like, who doesn't want to have like, okay, some guy, who doesn't want to have like a gay friend? Because growing up, you see people like okay, I don't want to say like you grow up, you seeing people like, oh, he's got like a gay best friend, whatever. Then like eventually I got that, like, and I've always been open to all types of things.
And then it got to a point where I was no longer Chris the roommate, I was Chris, my gay friend, roommate. So like I had this title now. Whenever we went out, I was like, hi, yeah, this is Chris, my gay roommate. And then I was like, you don't have to say that. Like, it annoyed me at some point.
I was bad at that.
Yeah, it annoyed me at some point. Like, even when you introduced me to everyone, like, it was just like, this is Chris, my gay roommate.
Like, nice being a little bit spicy, but like, yeah, but it was along those lines.
Yeah, he would just tell everyone about it. It was like,
it's cool. It's like having like a friend with superpowers.
You just like those.
Like he's got that expertise.
You like those girls that think like having a gay best friend is like the it thing, and it's like everywhere you go, that's my gay friend. Yeah. But I got used to it at some point. But I used to tell him, no, don't do that, man. Don't do that, fam. No, stop. And he eventually did.
Yeah, stop. He used to call me like a fag guy.
Yeah, you are actually. You still are.
What's a fag? Explain to the people what a fag guy is.
Mostly it's a girl who hangs around with gay guys, but in your case, it's a guy who hangs around with
Where's Nicole? Hey, fag hag Nicole.
That's my number one fag hag. Like, we go out clubbing together, we get the guys.
Hey.
Yes!
Remember that time when we went to T4?
Yeah.
And then you started dancing and twerking, you're doing those things where you dance, and then you just drop down and you come back up. Then there was this gang ghosts coming from everywhere. Then from there, after they came from everywhere, like they were coming around you and they were just jamming with you. And then from there, you're like, hey, oh, it's my birthday. You got that girl with like some other booty to twerk on. You didn't know that night.
That night was super lit, hey?
Yeah, dude.
Like, I think that's one of the perks of you having me as a friend. Because then I'll be like, bitches. Like, I would just be like a chick magnet for him.
He literally is like the best type of chick.
Because girls are like...
faggots?
Yes, they're like, they want to be close to gay guys. And then some of them actually thought you were gay. Because I remember this one chick asked me, was like, your friend is flirting with me, is your boyfriend? I was like, no, he isn't.
So we asked some people on our social media to ask us questions on how it was like living together, how it was like having a straight friend, having a gay friend. And these are the questions that we got.
Okay, so Nicole asked that, she says that when she first met you guys, she thought you were both gay. So her question is, were you guys never attracted to each other?
I've never been attracted.
But I feel like I already answered that question.
I've never looked at her. I was like, okay, this is like a decent looking guy.
But you call me ugly almost all the time.
I guess I said decent looking. But I was never like, oh, like I'd hook up with this guy. But I was like, this is like a, it's not too bad looking brother. Okay.
Okay, and this one is from Rufilwe. Refila asked if this one is to you, Thato. Did you never fear that having a close relationship with Chris as a gay guy would have people looking at you as gay?
Nah, I feel like a lot of people know that I'm straight, but then I've never had that fear. Honestly, I wouldn't care if people thought I was gay or straight because that's
one thing I love about him. His masculinity is not so fragile. Like, he knows he's straight and he doesn't care what anyone says. He'll say, "That's my gay best friend." Yeah.
Like, I can look at a guy and be like, "That's a good looking guy." I don't mind. I'm not too scared to say that. Some people are too scared to say that.
Yeah, and you call people ugly. Like, you don't care who it is. It's a guy or a girl. You call them.
Go.
Okay.
It's called.
What's the next question?
Internet asked if you guys have ever experimented with each other.
No.
Nah. We've never.
But it was one of those.
I wonder. Once I told my friends from high school because they assholes. Like my one friend, you remember Andrea?
Oh yeah.
I asked him. I was like, "Hey, dude, my friend came out to me. Like, but you were comfortable. You were out already, low key." And then he was like, "Oh my gosh, but when you sleep, you need to be careful. He might rape you in the night."
Exactly.
Like stuff like that. I was still like, I'm like, Chris wouldn't do that. Like, right? He wouldn't.
The right is confusing.
No, I used to be like,
the end.
I was like, Chris wouldn't do that. I think, right? But obviously.
If there was ever a situation where you guys, like, one had just come out of the shower or somebody opened the door unexpectedly and found the other one naked.
Nah.
No. But like I said before, like sometimes in his briefs and boxers he'd be like, huh? You wanna look? Huh? Like he'd pull those funny stunts, but there was never any.
I've never seen the homie naked. I don't think you've seen me fully naked.
He locked the door.
Alright guys, thank you so much Chris for putting through from very far away.
I'm just from around here.
And then guys, if you guys like the video, please chuck a thumbs up. Can I please just get 20 likes? I know I'm asking for a lot, but I really appreciate 20 likes. And then guys, if you like the video, chuck a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, right? Guys, thank you very much. It's Thato and I'll put his stuff in the description below, like I said. And trust and believe, social media will be there. Alright, peace guys.